All right, Saints and Panthers coming up on Sunday, division matchup, and one that you looked at in August as you were kind of scanning through going, okay, that's one you can get. It is on the road, but it's a division game. The Panthers are kind of the punchline of the division, and we know the Saints are not expected to be very good, but if you're looking at games you can win, like that's one of them. You're not going to go to Buffalo and win. You're not going to go to Seattle and win. You know, those are games that you look at and go, oof, that doesn't look great. But you feel like you got a chance to go get the Panthers. And through 4 weeks of the season, it looked about right. Panthers opened in Jacksonville and got thumped 26-10. They went out to Arizona, lost a 5-point game. Then they beat Atlanta 30-0, which was a weird result. But it's the NFL. It's a division game. Weird game. And in week 4, they went to New England and lost 42-13. So they're 1-3. And they look like the Panthers of last year and the Panthers of the year before that and the Panthers of the year before that before they got Bryce Young. And like they just look bad. And in those 4 games where the Panthers looked terrible, Rico Dowdle averaged 7 carries a game and had 1 touchdown. In the opener, 3 carries, 12 yards. Against Arizona, 6 carries, 9 yards. At New England, 9 carries, 32 yards. Like they weren't really featuring him. Chuba Hubbard was the guy. And they decided, after the month of September was over, hey, let's get Dowdle involved here. Well, what happened? Well, they played Miami, and Dowdle had 23 carries for 206. Running for 200 yards in an NFL game is a statement, and he made it. Next week, he backed that up against Dallas, 30 carries for $183. He averaged 6.1 yards a carry on 30 totes. They play the Jets on the road. He gets 17 more touches. They win the game. It was ugly, 13-6, and I wouldn't suggest that the running game won it for him, but they featured him and they won the game. Then, the next week, they're like, well, let's get Chuba Hubbard back involved. We're here against Buffalo. Let's get Hubbard involved. So, Dowdle has 8 carries for 54 yards, and they get beat by 31 points, 40-9. So, last week, they went to Green Bay and said, you know what? Let's go back to the Dowdle guy. It seemed to work okay. Let's do that again. 25 carries, $130, and 2 scores. 206 against Miami, 183 against Dallas, 130 at Green Bay. This is the guy. This is the Panthers offense. Bryce Young is still not good. Yes, the Panthers have won 4 of 5. Bryce Young is among the worst statistical quarterbacks in the NFL. This is the offense. It is a big, physical, road-grading ground attack, and they want to feature Dowdle. I think he gets 20 carries in this game on Sunday. If the Saints play the run like they did in Chicago and like they did last week at home, they will get beat soundly by Carolina, who is big and physical and wants to run it. So if you're Devon Godshaw, if you're Brian Brzee, Carl Granderson, Chase Young, Cam Jordan, Demario Davis, Pete Werner, this crew, if you do not show up, getting off the bus, determining you're going to stop this guy, you will get beat soundly in this game by Carolina. If you do put up a fight against this guy, you do limit his ability to make big plays, and you keep him around 85 yards, you will be in this game because Bryce Young is not going out there Sunday and throwing for 305 and 3 scores. He is not. He's not good enough. I don't think the Saints' defensive backs are great. They hadn't played that way, but he's not going to do it. Tetairoa McMillan, outside, big question mark right now. Questionable in the injury report on Friday. Huge, huge deal. Because he's, their first-round pick, top 10 pick. He's kind of the future of their passing game. And without him, that takes a big step back. But you got to stop Rico Dowdle. You have to. That's the Saints defense. You flip the ball to the offensive side. Your offensive line is in shambles. Your left guard plays for the Chargers. Your center is on IR. And your right tackle, Taliesin Fuaga, is now ruled out on Friday. So you're going out there with a makeshift group up front, and you don't have your most explosive playmaker on the outside. That's Rashid Shaheed. He's in Seattle. I've been telling you they got to run the ball. They got to run the ball. I don't know if they're going to be able to run the ball. They haven't. Like, they got a few things going against Tampa, but, it hasn't been good. And that doesn't give Shough a ton of hope. So I'm sitting here trying to analyze this game, and I'm trying to paint your offensive picture, and I'm I'm not going to just blow smoke. I'm not just going to lie. I don't know what you lean on offensively. That's Kellen Moore's job. And Tyler Shough's got to make it work. I mean, I can give you all the cliches of run the ball, stay in front of the chains, ball control. The wide receivers have got to make some plays, catch the ball, and break some tackles, get Devin Neal involved a little bit. Like I can give you cliches all day long. Fact of the matter is that until I see something of real promise from Tyler Shough, I can't, in good faith, predict it. Like, that's a waste of everyone's time. The Saints' pass protection is bad. I think it's easier to run block, and I would like them to start the game attempting to do that. I have no faith they can get that done.
And Fuaga's out, by the way.
Yeah, I mentioned that at right tackle.
Yeah, Fuaga.
So you just don't have a lot of good vibes there. Like, you look at this Saints team, and if I try to paint you an offensive strength, I can't do it. Like, Kamara's okay. Olave's okay. He's okay as an NFL wide receiver. He's substandard as a 1. Juwan Johnson's not making plays. Like, I would suggest Taysom Hill is a nice gadget, but that suggestion to me is irrelevant because every time you put Taysom Hill out there, you're compromising Tyler Shough's development because he's not playing. And I don't care if they win the game or not against Carolina. I need Shough to play. So like last week, they send him out there and he gets stuffed and then he throws an incomplete pass and then you trot Shough out there for 3rd and 10. Well, that's not great for development because now you're putting him out there 3rd and 10 against a rookie left tackle and a makeshift right tackle, and that's not great. So it's hard for me to give a lot of optimism here, and I don't have any left to offer. So to me, I do think Carolina runs the ball at the Saints. I don't think the Saints mount much of anything offensively. They're going to need to hit some big plays and get a turnover or two in this game. I mean, the one game they won this year, they got a bunch of turnovers. Those aren't really a sustainable way to go about winning NFL games. But maybe Bryce Young gets you one or two if you can stop Dowdle in some way. I don't have the confidence in that in the Saints, so I'll pick you a final here. I think Carolina wins this thing 24-7. That's what I got. I wish I had some confidence, but I just don't. So give me 24-7 Carolina in this one. Hey, it's Hunt. Thanks for watching Hunt on Saints. Before you leave, help us out a little bit. Hit that like button, leave your comments in the section below, and hit that subscribe button so you get all our content right here from Hunt on Saints. We'll see you next time.